back to Forever Single. My name's JC, and I'm the facilitator of this incredible podcast where we break down the awkwardness, trauma, and comedy of the Age of Aquarius' love life. Speaking of Age of Aquarius, hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing well.
And what kind of rodeo are we about to get into today?
Oh man, this one, we've got some Pride Month, we've got a Pride Parade, we have some interesting friends, and a lot of champagne.
Whoo! Well, buckle up and make sure to like and subscribe. So, jumping into it, what are we going to call this expedition today?
We're going to call this girl and the episode Champagne Mami.
Ooh! Pop the bottles! All right, let's go ahead and start from the beginning. Where did you meet Champagne Mami?
We met on an app called Her.
Not to be confused with the Scarlett Johansson. Right?
Not the same thing at all.
Disappointing already. So you were just kind of talking. What was enticing about Champagne Mami?
Oh my god, she was so hot. I was
really?
like, damn, like definitely like lipstick lesbian vibes. She had like this beautiful auburn hair and like a cute little nose and just like great smile and everything. So I was like, okay.
There was definitely that physical attraction, and you're chit-chatting and you decide that you want to go on this first date, right? So where did you decide to go?
I took her to a hole-in-the-wall dive bar, and I was trying to warn her beforehand. I was like, listen, this is in the trenches, but we're going to have a lot of fun. So we met at this dive bar, and yeah, it was a good time.
Okay. So what was she wearing? What did she look like when you initially saw her?
Like, she looked so hot. Like, I'm not going to lie. She had on, like, short shorts and, like, thigh-high boots, like, black boots.
Wow.
She was kind of giving me, like, Lana Del Rey vibes a lot.
So you're at the dive bar, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of dip into some conversation. What are you talking about?
We were just talking about just our backgrounds and like what we were looking for and our jobs and everything. And she's like, I'm a nurse and I make $3,000 biweekly. And I was like, cha-ching!
I'm about to say, so she's picking up the check, I'm hoping.
Yeah. So she was just like, yeah, I'm a nurse. And so I like to go out after my shifts. I like to drink only champagne.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So she gets done stitching up little Timmy and decides that she wants to go full-on Champagne Mami.
Yes.
At the local dive bar.
I was just like, okay. So, like, I was kind of getting that, you know, she's successful. She has some money.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she just wants herself a little thing. And I was perfect. I was just like, what are you looking for? She's like, I want a girlfriend. I was like, okay. She was like, all my friends are lesbians. They're all booed up. And I'm the only one left. So I'm looking for a girlfriend. I was like, okay.
So my question is, does that intimidate you or does that kind of allure you?
I would say at this point in my dating trajectory, I was like, thank you. Like, finally someone who's not fucking around. Just tell me what you want and let's move on.
I mean, that's fair. She's straightforward.
Yeah, so I was kind of into it.
Okay, so you have this beautiful conversation, you're intermingling, and it comes near the end of the day. What's going on?
Well, she's just like, you know what are you doing tomorrow? It's Pride tomorrow. And I'm like, it is. And I was like, oh, like nothing. She's like, well, me and my friends are all going to go to the parade and we're going to pregame before. Like, you should come. And I'm just like, ooh. My thing is, like, that's cool, but I have only known you for about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And I'm already going to be in a room with all of your friends. Like, that seems like a very intimidating thing. But we know the theme of this podcast, it is desperation. So I drag my hungover merry ass over to her friend's house. And it is like in the middle of Phoenix, and I'm living in Scottsdale at the time. I'm like, I am trekking the long con. So to like make sure that I don't get kidnapped, I'm like, listen, I'm not going to actually go to Pride. I'm just going to do the pregame.
Yeah.
But I can't drink because I'm all the way in the middle of Phoenix.
Yeah.
So I'm just sitting there just like, okay, this is going to be really awkward.
Wow, you were really feeling the vibe with her then. You showed up, didn't even drink, and had to drive back.
It was depressing.
What was the vibe like with all the friends? How was she acting in front of the friends?
She was pretty good. She was definitely like in party mode. She's like, yeah. And the friends all look like a various type of Julian Baker. If you like changed the hair color on all of them and like slapped on like baseball caps.
Okay.
I was like, oh, you're Julian Baker and you're also Julian Baker. So it was really interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. But then she had another friend show up. This friend, she was in head to toe sequins and we looked at each other, we locked eyes, we're like,
What?
Yes.
Wait a second. A party-going nemesis?
Yes. Yes. Because, like, the Julian Bakers are not really that dressed up. They have on, like, little pride things, and this girl shows up in, like, full glam, and I was in full glam, and she was, like, her BFF-ful. So she was ready for my ass, and I was ready for her, too. And so we're all kind of sitting on the couch, and the friend was just, like, very, like, Selling Sunset vibes. She's like, so what do you do?
Oh.
I'm like, oh my god!
Oh, last time I checked, none of your business.
Yeah, for real. Looking at me like nothing that I said was impressing her. I'm like, then why the fuck you asking me? So she was just throwing off my vibe for sure. And she was rude. And so Champagne Mommy actually took me into like a separate room, and she's like, she just loves me, and she's just like,
she just wants to protect me.
I was like, okay, cool, I hear you, but I think I'm about to dip.
Yeah.
So I took my ass home.
Alrighty. What was your next communication with Champagne Mommy?
So basically I just checked in with her about how the parade went. She had a really good time, and she just wanted to hang out again. So I was like, yeah, let's meet up. Let's go get some coffee. Yeah, so I was driving her around this day, and so we were like in downtown Phoenix getting coffee, and I was just like, something's going on here with the vibe.
Okay.
Like, she just went from just like cool and casual, like wanting to get to know me and just like hang out, to like plotting for our future. She was like, I was at Pride, and it was just like, it just really drove it home for me. Like, I was just like all by myself, and you know, I just really want like a girlfriend, and you know, I think we would like be really good together. I'm like, the whole time she was just sitting in the car, just like endlessly like talking. She was just talking the whole time. She was like, you're just so cute, and I just, oh my god, like, oh my god. You know that I can put up with a lot. But I remember we were going back to my house at this point. I think it was like a Friday night, so she didn't really have anything to do, so we were gonna hang out some more. And I was just like, listen, like when I'm like trying to drive and like listen to music, like I don't really like to talk. So we had stopped off for some pink champagne. That's all she wanted to drink, and she was so serious. Like, I had never seen her drink anything other than champagne at this point. Like 2 weeks straight of just pure champagne.
Wow.
I was like, okay. And so all she wanted to do was cuddle in my bed with me and drink champagne straight out of the bottle. Now, that sounds fucking fun.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But not when you have this Furby-like character squeaking and squawking. Like, I could not handle the energy level. So although I was irritated, I was like, I just gotta go along with this.
Hell no.
So I was like, do you want to go to a food festival with me and my friends? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes.
For the subsequent day?
Yes.
So you pulled a her?
Yes, I did. She was influencing me. I was just like, okay, let's just get it cracking. Let's just do this. So I invited her to the food festival, and I was like, all right, this is gonna be interesting. So we're like locked in at this point. So she's ready to take pictures. She's like, let's put it on the gram. That's a whole nother part of this. The entire day, from the moment that I saw her, she was obsessed with taking a picture of us together. And we've been here before. I'm like, this is going to go on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are you doing, girl? But here I am, like Bobo the Clown, like.
In a way, it's like a very twisted compliment, because it's like they want to show you off, but also, really?
It's so crazy. It's like, you've established nothing about me. We're about to be in a pretty like intense situation, which is like meeting my friends and being out publicly as a couple. And you're already trying to catalog our life.
Yeah.
So we took the pictures, and I ended up taking a really good picture of her, which will come into play later. But it wasn't that bad. Like, I think she played it pretty cool when we were together, and it was just like, okay, it was a vibe.
Yeah.
So then we decided to plan our next date.
All right.
This is the one where I'm just like, all right, she's got that money. Let's see what she can bring. So she decides to plan a sushi date, and she wants me to come over and sleep over at her house.
Ooh. Okay, so the day of the date comes around, right? Mm-hmm. You get to her house. What's going on? I pull up to a chateau. We have, like, the most beautiful condos I've ever seen. Like, bank, gated community, just the Ritz. She said, I have that shmoney. Yeah. Oh, wow. I was like, I guess I could put up with this. You go out for sushi. Mm-hmm. What's the vibe like? Oh my god, we were gazing into each other's eyes. The sun is setting. Like,
I was actually having a really good date with her.
Sushi date is over, goes fantastic. You get back to the chateau, right?
So we start winding down, and in this era of my life, I'm like, I cannot sleep at somebody else's house. Like, it just struck me in that moment. I was like, I'm not going to be able to do this. But I'm like, I'm already out here. She lived far as fuck from me.
Yes.
So I was just like, I've got to stay. Like, I've got to do it. So we cuddle up in this bed, Princess in the Pea, and I am trying to get, REM slumber, and she starts fucking snoring.
No.
I keep, trying to wake her up, and she just will not wake up. Like, she's sleeping like the dead. I'm just like, this is going to be the longest night of my life. Mind you, the next day was record store day. So I was like, I want to go to this record store day. I'm going. I don't care what happens. I'm going.
Yeah.
So I need to get rest.
We're just, there staring at the ceiling for, a good 10 hours waiting for the sun to rise.
Didn't even make it 10. I made it 2.5. And by this point, it's probably 2 in the morning. So I was like, I've got to go. I've got to go.
You woke her up and said, I got to go.
I've got to go. And she's like, don't live. And she's not even with us.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm so sorry, but I cannot sleep.
No.
So she had committed to going to record store day with me. So I was like, listen, I'm going to go back to my house. I'm going to get some sleep. I will see you at 10, 11. I've got to just dip. I got my sleep. And then I wake up in the morning and I realize that I do not have my cards. I left everything in her little purse.
Oh no. You wake up the next day knowing full well that you cannot participate in record day without your cards.
Yes.
So do you have to drive back out there?
No. So I was like, let's just meet up and everything will be fine. Just meet at the time that we said we're going to meet.
Okay.
She disappears.
No! Ghost?
Ghost. It is 1 o'clock in the afternoon at this point, and I'm still calling her and still texting her saying, listen, I need my cards. I don't care what you think about me at this point. Just give me my credit cards.
Yes.
So I let a couple hours go by, and it's probably 3:34, and she finally wakes up. She was asleep the whole time.
Wow.
And so she finally got on the phone. She's like, I was trying to tell you, my nursing schedule, I work 13 hours, and on the weekends when I have time off, I just crash. Yeah.
So do you still end up making it to record day?
She was like, I mean, do we have to go today?
Record day, not record days.
Yeah.
As in singular, as in one day.
Back out. Just say you don't want to go to record day. Establish that first, rather than trying to go backwards and be like, do we really? Oh my me. Say, I do not want to go to record day. I am tired. You can come get your cards. That's all she has to say.
And it's done.
She won't. So I'm just like, I'm coming to get my cards then.
Yes.
She's like, okay, well, when you get here, I have to talk to you.
What happens?
I am a saint. I mean, look at this face. But when you piss me off, I'm ready. I was so ready. That whole 40-minute drive, I was like, I'm about to fuck her up.
Oh, no.
I just, cannot stand the audacity of just, ghosting me.
Yeah.
And just, her whole attitude the night before, I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
So I pull up to her house. She comes out in her, Britney Spears chic.
Wait, gas station Britney chic?
Yes. Looking like she's been in the fucking dryer on tumble.
Gotcha.
And I'm just like, listen.
She's been in the dryer on tumble.
So I'm in my car. I'm not getting out. That's how mad I am. I'm literally like, give me the cards, right? She walks up to the car. She's like, I just want to talk to you. And I'm like, what? She's like, I've been thinking and I just feel weird.
About what?
Last night, you left me. I was like, you were fucking snoring. What do you want me to do? She was basically just offended that I left.
Okay.
I'm like, how is that offensive? I was like, if you like me, you would like me to get sleep. Trust me.
Yes. She was mad. So the whole thing about the guest and the host like that, my whole thing was she was asleep the whole time anyway. It wouldn't have mattered.
Yep. Sleeping Beauty. Slept the whole night.
What?
Sounds fun.
Oh.
So she was like, yeah, I just feel weird. And just, I don't know.
So what did you say?
I said, you do know. You rushed into this relationship. You've been in my bed for a week drinking champagne. You're obsessed with getting a girlfriend. So you just decided to wife me up even though you don't know anything about me. And now you're regretting it. She's like, she was shook. Oh my God. And I was like, this is absolutely ridiculous. I was like, I've been telling you this whole time, like, pipe down, slow down a little bit. Like, we're just dating, we're just getting to know each other. One thing happens and immediately you're out. It's like you don't even know me. So kindly give me my fucking cards.
Yes.
Goes in and hands me my cards, and I peeled. I like heard my tires squeak off, and she's just standing there like, ugh.
So, do you ever talk to her again?
I didn't really see her. She like popped up on my story here and there until she unfollowed me, and then I ended up removing her off the app. And then maybe like 6 months later, I was like swiping on there still, and she popped up. And her profile picture was the one that I took of her on the food festival day.
Isn't that the worst?
Like, I dumped your ass and you got to use my media royalty free? Like, and that photo looked good too. I was like, bitch.
I know. Well, anyway, my name has been JC. This is
Age of the Aquarius, baby.
And thank you so much for tuning in to
Forever
Single.
See you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Fucking yes.